Hi, Athey kids and parents! This weekend in Athey Kids, we are reading about Balaam and how God blessed Israel through him. When Balak urged Balaam to curse Israel so that he could destroy them, God used Balaam to reaffirm his promises to his people. Balaam was a false prophet, but God used him to reaffirm his election of Israel and his promise to bless Israel. The people of Israel had gone to the plains of Moab. They camped near the Jordan River across from Jericho. Balak, son of Zippor, was the king of Moab at this time. He saw everything the Israelites had done to the Amorites. And Moab was scared of so many Israelites. Truly, Moab was terrified by them. Balak sent messengers to Balaam, son of Beor of Pethor. And Balak said, "A nation has come out of Egypt. They cover the land and have camped next to me. They are too powerful for me. So come and put a curse on them. Maybe then I can defeat them and make them leave the area. I know that if you bless someone, the blessing will happen. And if you put a curse on someone, it happens." Balak sent leaders after leaders, and important leaders too, trying to convince Balaam to curse the people of Israel. They went to Balaam and said, "Balak, son of Zippor, says this, 'Please don't let anything stop you from coming to me. I will pay you well. I will do what you say. Come and put a curse on these people for me.' But Balaam answered Balak's servants, 'King Balak could give me a palace full of gold and silver, but I cannot disobey the Lord my God in anything, great or small.' That night God came to Balaam. He said, 'These men have come to ask you to go with them. Go, but only do what I tell you.' Balaam got up the next morning. He put a saddle on his donkey. Then he went with the Moabite leaders. But God became angry because Balaam went. So the angel of the Lord stood in the road to stop Balaam. Balaam was riding his donkey. The donkey saw the angel of the Lord standing in the road. The angel had a sword in his hand. 3 different times the donkey avoided the angel of the Lord. Balaam was very angry and hit her with his stick. Then the Lord let Balaam see the angel. The angel of the Lord was standing in the road with his sword drawn. Then Balaam bowed face down on the ground. The Lord told Balaam what he should say, and the Lord said, "Go to Balak and give him this message." So Balaam went to Balak and all the leaders of Moab, letting them know that God has not cursed the people of Israel. The Lord has not wished evil on them, so I cannot wish evil on them. I see them from the mountains. I see them from the hills. No one can number the people of Jacob. No one can count the 4th of Israel. Let me die like good men. Let me end up like them. Balak said to Balaam, "What have you done to me? I brought you here to curse my enemies, but you have only blessed them." Balak said to Balaam, again to curse Israel. Then God said, "Go to Balak and say such and such." Balak asked him, "What did the Lord say?" Then Balaam gave him this message, "Stand up, Balak, and listen. Hear me, son of Zippor. God is not a man. He will not lie. God is not a human being. He does not change his mind. What he says he will do, he does. What he promises, he keeps. He told me to bless them, so I cannot change the blessing. He has found no wrong in the people of Jacob. He saw no fault in Israel. The Lord their God is with them. They praise their king." Balaam saw the Israelites camped in their tribes. Then the Spirit of God entered him, and Balaam gave this message. "This is the message of Balaam, son of Beor. This is the message of a man who heard the words of God. I see a vision from the all-powerful one. Your tents are beautiful, O people of Jacob. So are your homes, Israel. Israel's water buckets are always full. Their crops will have plenty of water. Their king will be greater than Agag. Their kingdom will be very great." Then Balak was angry with Balaam. Balak pounded his fist. He said to Balaam, "I called you here to curse my enemies, but you have blessed them 3 times." Then Balaam gave this message, "I see someone who will come someday. I see someone who will come, but not soon. A star will come from Jacob. A ruler will rise from Israel. His enemy Edom will be conquered, but Israel will grow wealthy. God promised to make Israel a strong nation, to give Israel prosperity and victory, and to raise up the Messiah from Israel. One day this king will establish his kingdom and rule over the nations. The teaching points will vary slightly from classroom to classroom, but the main points will be: Balak wanted Balaam to curse Israel. God reaffirmed his promise to bless Israel. This weekend, we want to drive home what God did through Balaam. Through Balaam's prophecies, God reaffirmed his election of Israel and his promise to bless Israel. However, the greatest blessing is the provision of the Savior, Jesus Christ. In view of God's faithfulness and his unchanging nature, it is certain that Jesus will come again, establish his kingdom, and will reign over all the nations. When Christ comes to reign, will you be one of his followers? We are excited to see you this weekend. We'll see you soon. Bye!